Hey, how's everyone doing? This is gonna be like a vlog, I guess you could say, type video surrounding my experience in the delayed entry program thus far. I have a lot of these, so I'm not gonna recap on everything that's going on. Just kind of give a little update, for those who are following me. Apparently, I didn't realize I have subscribers. That's cool, right? Um, just update video. And for those who are new, checking me out, whether because you're thinking about joining the military, the Navy, and you're kind of want to see what it's like for some people who are at some stage in the progress and some progression, or you're already in, you just want to see what's going on with everyone else. So my last video was kind of me bitching. I'll be honest. I was having a rough day at the recruiting station, home life, very much so, and so I kind of let it get to me, and I wish I didn't. It didn't. It didn't do anything. When you let stress and emotions get to you, it just kind of holds you back. So that being said, the issue with the station, uh, something that I thought was inappropriate, some kind of, I don't want to say sexual harassment to get anyone in trouble, but you could say sexual harassment. No one was getting touched, but people were talking, recruiters were talking inappropriately, I felt, and I just felt uncomfortable, and it bothered me. But it didn't affect me personally. Also, home life bothered me. But that being said, everything is great in the station as of now. So recently, what has happened is, before I felt like I was getting kind of undermined by the recruiters as far as my position and leadership. If you don't already know, I'm a starboard watch section leader of the station. So basically, I'm relatively in charge of half the depth pool, and that's because I'm involved and I really want to be in leadership. They gave it to me. They didn't ask me. They didn't ask anyone who wants it. I didn't volunteer. They just said, "You're good for it." So I'm like, "Oh wow, this is great." But as the few months I've been in it, I felt like they didn't respect me, the recruiters, because they're kind of tough and constantly criticizing me, and that's my own issue. I took things personally. In reality, they're being constructive. So through my experience in the delayed entry program, I realized I learned how to separate how someone is saying something and what they're saying. I took it before. I'd be really upset. I'd get butthurt about something really easily. Because of how someone's saying it, or I just manifest these thoughts that weren't true. And now I learned to kind of separate it and find out the context and the content of what someone's trying to tell me, and it's made me a better listener. And it's helped me in a lot of ways, especially in leadership. I was always wondering why they would talk all friendly with one recruit, but with me they'd be kind of stern. That's because I'm in leadership, and I gotta be stern. I gotta learn how to take orders. So that being said, I was too soft on recruits. They told me recently I had to call some recruits up and grill them out for not attending events. Usually I'm kind of like, hey, listen, why weren't you at this thing? Hey, listen, it's all right. Just contact the recruiter. Now I answer and say, hey, what the fuck? I don't cuss, but I get like, listen, I'm really upset right now. You gotta do this. I get kind of serious, and they recognized it. They got some responses from the recruits. And they said, hey, listen, whatever you're doing the right thing, because you're scaring them, and they're doing what you're supposed to do. So that issue is long gone. Also, on the 31st of this month, we're going to San Diego again, to the base down there, and we're going to go on a tour of a ship. Last time we went on the USS John Paul Jones as a destroyer ship. This time we're going on an aircraft carrier. I'm not sure which one, but this time I'm going to bring some cash with me because I want to buy some official Navy swag at the NEX. You know what the NEX is? The NEX is the Naval Exchange. Tax-free. Everything at the base is tax-free. So if you're ever going there, if you ever can get on, and let's say you want to buy, they have everything there. Something like an Xbox. They have those. And you don't want to pay the $50 or $40, whatever it is, in tax. Just go there. That being said, you can't just walk onto base. It's not like a fucking mall. So while we're there, though, I want to grab like some sweaters and some shirts and stuff like that for family and friends and my girlfriend. Stuff that's like Navy, cool stuff. Cause I couldn't do it last time. Other stuff. I'm shipping out in less than 2 months now. Just shy of 2 months. I'm shipping out in 58 days. The nerves are starting to approach. They're trying to rise, but I'm excited. I'm happy for it. If I could leave tomorrow, I would. I really would. Lately I've also been thinking, because my rating is, for so far my contract is air traffic controller, and I'm thinking do I want to stay in the Navy or do I want to separate from the Navy at some point and pursue that professionally as a civilian? Because if you go through the FAA, which is I believe I should know this, Federal Aviation Administration, you can make big money as an air traffic controller, well over 6 figures. That being said, there's an age limit, 31 to apply. Right now, when I get to boot camp, I'm gonna be 22. I'm leaving. Funny enough, I'm leaving the boot camp like 3 or 4 days after my birthday, so I got lucky. Yeah, you can make big money outside as a civilian through the FAA, but I'm worried I won't be able to make that cut by my second contract. And the reason why I want to do a second contract is because there's a lot of things I want to do within the Navy that I feel like I can't do within my first contract. Um, so I just gotta see it out. I might love the Navy and feel like, you know what, I'm making enough money to be comfortable, enough money to start a family, and buy a home, stuff like that. So right now, I'm trying to work on myself to not think about it too much, not worry about the far future. Not even far, 3, 4, 5 years isn't that far, but I just worry, about opportunities. So that being said, I'm an E2. They gave me E2. I already mentioned that and kind of explained it. If you're interested in joining the military, any branch, don't ever let someone kind of tell you where to go. Hey, this branch is better. Oh, the real men and badasses are over here. Or hey, for your better education, or not education because it's all the same as far as opportunities. For better blah blah blah, go here. Fuck them. Listen to your heart. If you join the military, first and foremost, you're doing a great thing. You're serving your country. You're helping out. You're giving back. So no matter what branch you go into, from Coast Guard to the Marines, you're doing something amazing, and you should be incredibly prideful. There's some guys mopping the floor at a 7-Eleven, and he might give you shit because you're not a Marine, or you're not carrying a gun all the time, or if you're only carrying a gun and you're not using your mind or whatever. They can go suck a dick. Honestly, the biggest bag of dicks you can think of, just giant, like baguettes. You know what I mean? That being said, really don't just jump into it if you're in high school or you just kind of got out and you don't know what to do with your life and you want to do the military. That's cool. Just think about what's best for you, what your interests are, what kind of life and career you want to pursue. Do you want to travel? Do you want to kind of push your limits physically and mentally, which they all will, but to different extents and calibers and different ways. Or do you kind of want to stay at home a little bit? It's just there's a lot of things to think about. I chose the Navy because I want to travel, and I do want to be something kind of physical. I want to be physically involved a little bit. I don't want to really be running around with an M16, although possibly one day I might want to move up. I might find a rating that I can transfer to. I don't know. That being said, at this moment, I chose the Navy for me, for my reasons. And, I'm trying to think of anything else I can say. If you're worried about your weight, if you're a bigger person and you want to do the military and the recruiter told you no, don't get discouraged. Keep at it. I was 260 pounds over the course of, trying to get in and then finally getting in. I've lost like 85 something pounds. I'm like 180 right now. But there's someone who's 6 foot at the station. The heights matter too, by the way, in case you don't already know. It's not just general weight, it's weight to your height. He was 350 pounds. This guy was huge. Now he's like 180 something. Either way, it's possible. You can do it. You just gotta have the determination for it. So that's my biggest kind of encouragement is health. Another thing, through being in the delayed entry program and getting into the military, I'm extremely happy for the healthy lifestyle it's provided me. Not provided me, but gave me the drive for. I used to be eating a lot, sitting down a lot, playing video games, and now it's got me out of my shell. Before, because I was so introverted and playing these games and eating bad, I never left my room. Now I'm involved with future sailors. I'm involved with recruiters. I'm out and about. I'm doing things. I'm running around. It's a good feeling, and you just need that little drive. And for me, it was the military. Any questions? Feel free to ask me. I'm leaving in less than 60 days. So if you happened upon this video 60 days from the posting date, just know I'm either in boot camp or I've graduated. I will never ever quit boot camp. You know, it's gonna be tough, they say, but it's mostly mental. If you're worried about physical, start working now. If you're worried about mental, start training now. You know, if you have issues with your family, like you love them and you don't want to be away from them, work on that now. I'm not saying distance yourself and not care for them anymore, but maybe go on a weekend or a day vacation somewhere with your friend, something that you don't normally do. Get some distance from them. Although I'm contradicting myself, but just kind of learn to be independent, and just strengthen in here, not just here. All right, this is the end of my video, and I'm going to sign off with the thing I usually say, and please take this to heart. Good luck.